Joining us now is Mr. Steve Smith. He's the CEO of a company called Xtreme Fighting Championships Incorporated. DKMR is their stock symbol. Steve, welcome back to the show.
Great to be back.
Well, the last time we spoke with you was about early November. You were preparing for a huge event, I think it was on Veterans Day. How did that go for you?
It went off beautifully. It was on November 11th on Veterans Day, and our featured partners in the U.S. were NBC Sports and Telemundo for kind of English and Spanish speaking, and then we were distributed globally in about 550 million households. So it was
amazing. Well, tell us about the Xtreme Fighting Championships market.
So the market is we're a mixed martial arts companies that does televised live sporting events. It's really currently globally it's the second largest market, including all versions of sports behind soccer. So fan bases worldwide. We have a big following in Portuguese and Brazil, which we're on the free-to-air channel, #1 channel in Brazil as part of our global reach. But yeah, there's a big market for mixed martial arts content. So some of it we do live, and some of it we have in the back catalog. But it's a very large market.
Now, I know you're always looking for new talent, new fighters, and that kind of thing. You got a big event coming up pretty soon. Tell us about that.
We do. So the next event that we've announced is our Young Guns tournament. We have 4 different levels of tournament. So the one that we just aired on Veterans Day was XFC 43. When that actually featured kind of a couple different levels because the distribution was so broad, we featured kind of a couple of different fighters from different tournaments that we have. So this next one, we are moving the date around a little bit to accommodate COVID changes, which keep changing rapid fire. But it's planned for March 27th. I think that's actually being announced today. And it is the Young Guns tournament, which are fighters that we've signed. And it's kind of like the entry-level point when we sign a fighter to a multi-year contract. They kind of work their way up from that tournament up into the championships.
Ultimately, in a perfect world, you're a spectator sport company. How has this COVID affected your operations?
It's affected it more than expected, just because the vaccine rollouts have kind of dragged on, and with the political changes, that there's a bunch of other variables that are kind of coming out of the COVID. The primary problem is the COVID problem, right? So it's like. But for us, the question is just where can we have live events and how many people can be at them, and what are the rules? So we were able to accomplish our November 11th fight. We're the first live event in Atlanta in like 8 months. So it hadn't been one there at the Tabernacle at that venue since February. Nothing had happened in that venue since February. And, the state commission approved to have us have 400 fans at that event. Which is like 10%, but it was something. And our next location is Oklahoma City, and we're still sorting out. The number is a little bit higher. I think we'll maybe have like 2,000 or so fans, but ultimately, yeah, we like full stadiums, and it's a much more profitable business when you can actually have fans engaged with it in person, not just at home.
Well, of course, when you have television coverage, that kind of helps out as well, right?
It does. I mean, ultimately, that is our kind of core business is creating like really high-end live sports content that can be distributed globally. So that's where we live now. We've got an XFC channel on one of our partners. It's called GoTV. That's built us out an XFC channel. So we actually have a catalog of XFC 1 through 43. So it's about 300 hours of fight content that we are building into kind of a universal channel that's going to be available pretty much across all platforms over the next 90 days as all the OTT platforms and kind of everything gets built out. We have a new mobile app that's coming out too that's going to be kind of a portal for fans to be able to engage with XFC through our XFC app on Android and iPhone.
The company's called Xtreme Fighting Championships. The stock symbol is DKMR. Steve, great success. Good luck to you on the next event. Thanks so much for joining us.
I greatly appreciate it. Thanks.